everybody was cool with manipulating it, yeah?
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah, this is the smallest.
Now, I want to warn you of something. Here is something that you're all going to screw up if you do this. What does this big, long equation give you? What does it equal?
A side.
No. Look closer. B squared. So what must you do to get the actual side length at the end? Right. You have to square... Oh, wait. You have to square root your answer to get your side. Does everybody understand that? Now, when the bell rang yesterday, I had just asked this question. This finds me a side, doesn't it? How can you use this to find an angle? What would you need to isolate to find an angle? Because this has a small letter C isolated. We know that's a side. What do I do to find an angle? What do I got to isolate? What do we use to illustrate an angle? Victoria, take a stab at it. Nobody else putting their hand up. Okay. What do we use to show an angle?
A small letter.
Small letter?
No, a big letter.
Big letter. So if I want an angle out of here, what needs to be isolated? The big C, right?
Yeah.
So somewhere over here, we are going to take, and we're only going to do it once because it's the same for all of them, isn't it?
Yep.
We're going to take C squared equals A squared plus B squared minus 2AB cos C. And we're going to get the C alone. So how am I going to do that? What would have to happen? I have to get the C alone. You guys know algebra. What would I need to do? What has to move? What would have to happen there? Does he have to move away from the big C? Yes. So he's going over here. What happens to him? He becomes negative. So I got C squared minus A squared. What happens to him? He moves over too. What happens to him? He becomes negative B squared. Are we cool so far? Now here is where you all screwed up on your last quiz. Not all, but a great many of you. What math is happening here? That is negative 2 times A times B times cos C. How do I get rid of times times times? Divide. By what? Negative 2. That negative has to come, doesn't it? Because if I had negative 2x equaled 18, I would divide both sides by negative 2, wouldn't I? So I have a negative 2 here. So I got to divide this side by what? Negative 2ab. And that's going to leave me with cos C. Now you guys are smart kids. This found me b squared, yeah? So at the end I had to remember to square root. This is finding me cos C. So what do I have to remember at the end? Because I don't want cos C, what do I want? C. So what do I do to this number to find C? Shift cos. At the end over here, I got to shift cos to find the angle. Is everyone okay with that? Everyone's cool? Everyone sees how the algebra, how the algebra worked for us? Going once, going twice, going thrice. Yes, everyone is Gouda. Gouda for grapes. They're a good band. They're from Surrey if you care. I recommend them. Now, here's a bunch of stuff. This is what we needed for sine law, right? Right there. If sine law, that's the pair. If we had a pair, we could do sine law. If we don't have a pair, we got to do cosine law. And these are the two options. All three sides, and we find an angle. Or two sides, and we want the third side. Which of these, this finds a side, this finds an angle. Cool? Everybody good? Okay, so let's see if we can work this bad boy out. Triangle ABC. ABC is what? The corners or the sides? Corners, because they're capital. So I got A, B, C. Now we've proven numerous times, does it matter how we draw the triangle?
No.
No. Even if the triangle doesn't actually look right, the numbers we write on it are right. Agreed? Okay, so I got my triangle that looks like this. What do I know? AC is what? 20. That's right there. Agreed? BC is 11. And angle ACB is 20 degrees. Can I sine law that?
No.
Why not, Sam?
You don't have a pair.
I don't have a pair. I don't know how long this side is. And I don't know how big that angle is. So I can't do it, can I? The question says find AB, which is this side, and ABC. Cool? So I'm going to have to use both my sine, or I'm going to have to use cosine law at least once, aren't I?
Mm-hmm.
So let's do AB first. What letter should this have? Little c. Do I have a formula that actually works with little c?
Yes.
Sure I do. What is it? C squared equals, we have a formula. What is A squared? 11 squared plus
20 squared.
20 squared minus 2 times 11 times 20 times cos what? 20. Now that is a bear to punch into your calculator in one go, isn't it? Right? Some of your calculators you can punch in exactly like you see it. You're going to get the right answer. Okay? If you have a backwards calculator, this is a giant mess, isn't it? I recommend, what do you think I recommend if you have a backwards calculator? Should you try to punch it all in at once? No, bit by bit. 11 squared is 121, right? Plus 400 minus 2 times 11 times 20 is 440 cos 20. 621 minus 440 cos 20. And you haven't even had to go to your calculator yet, have you? Not 621, you idiot. 521. 521. Now you're going to go to your calculator. Now, I don't care when you went to your calculator, but everybody should be punching a number there and try to make it work. Because that's going to get you c squared. What do you get here? I should have done that in a different color. I'm sorry, guys. I'll move this triangle over so it's not in the way. Somebody give me a number. 107.5. That is right. Could you all get 107? Yeah. Everybody can? It's just calculator work, right? Now, what do I got to do to 107 to get the actual side length? Square root it. Which is what? 10.3. 10.36. So honestly, am I happy that you got to there? Yeah. Is everybody cool? Now, what can I do with this number and this triangle? Can I move this over here?
Yeah.
This is no longer C. What is this?
10.3.
10.3 or 4 or whatever, right? Now, as Sam just said, what does that give me? A pair. So what can I do? Sine Law. What's the pair that I have? Oops, sorry guys. I have 10.3 over sine 20, and I need side AB. Or, sorry, I need angle ABC. That's this one up here, right? So what's his partner? 20. So it equals 20 over sine B. Now I crisscross. And what am I going to have to do at the end to find the right answer? Shift sign. Shift sign. Everybody got it? So what am I punching into my calculator here? $20 sine 20 divided by 10.3. That's going to give me an answer. Once I have that answer, what do? Shift sign. Now, is it possible for you to teach yourself how to do this all in one stop? Like, can you do all of this, including the shift sign, in one go on your calculator? Yeah, you can teach yourself to do that. Why am I not going to show you that? Because everyone's got a different calculator, and this isn't calculator 10, is it? Okay? You're going to have to figure that out if you want to go that one step further and get it all in one try. Okay? Everybody good? Yeah, yeah? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, what was the answer, by the way?
41.
41 degrees?
42.
Now, you guys are, please listen to me. Please listen to me. Is that 41 degrees? No. So have we drawn the Have we drawn the triangle right? No. But what were we using the triangle for? A visual to do this, right? Technically, the 41 would have been down here, and this would be the obtuse one, right? Everybody cool? Yo. Oh, wait, it should have been down here. You're going to what, huh? I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. Just like you've had to leave for every other one. What's your job? Watch the video and do the work. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Except if I'm not mistaken, this work needed a worksheet, but you guys have to get it tomorrow.
There is questions in the package.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. What's weird about number 2?
You don't have an angle.
That's one thing that's weird. What else is weird?
It's not ABC.
It's not ABC. Does that matter? It shouldn't. So what have I got? I got all three sides, don't I? PQ, RQ, and RP, RQ, and PQ, yeah? PQ's the longest, 10, and then the other two don't matter, do they? Right? So there's P, there's R, there's Q. Everybody cool with that? Is that okay? Could I also draw it the other way? Could I also draw it this way? P, R, Q. Are they both okay? Yes, because am I drawing the actual triangle or am I drawing a representation? I'm drawing the representation, right? So, what does that make this side? PR? RP? 7. What's that make this side? 8. I want angle Q right here, yes? I want an angle. So can I use the regular cosine law?
No.
Or do I have to use the manipulated one? I got to use the manipulated one. So the regular law says a squared equals b squared plus c squared minus 2bc cos A. That's one of the regular laws, yes? Because they're all interchangeable, aren't they? So we move this all around, which we already did, and we get a squared minus b squared minus c squared over negative 2bc will get me cos A. Now, why, Mr. Myers, are you using B, C, A when I have Q, P, R? Does it matter?
No.
No. So since I am looking for Q, and this will get me cos A, what can I write there? Q. So what have all these become? Got it? Does everybody see that? It is the bane of a math teacher's existence when we change the letter and you say you can't do it anymore. Because it makes no sense, does it? Does it? Of course not. So, what are you going to fill in here? What's going first? If I say that's A, then this must be little q, yeah?
Yeah.
Which would be little a. So what's going here?
7.
7 squared minus what? 8 squared minus what?
10 squared.
10 squared over negative 2, 8, 10. No, B and C, not A. Should I go to my calculator yet? Do you need to?
No.
You can. What do you got to do to get this on your calculator in one step? You'd have to bracket there, divide by, bracket there, wouldn't you? Or you could do it all in steps, couldn't you? While you guys try to punch that in, I'm going to write it out in real steps. Okay? Go ahead and try to punch that in. Go. Now I got to go to my calculator because that's going to get me a positive decimal, isn't it? Everybody good? Once you have your positive decimal, which is, remember, I'm doing this step by step. You don't need to. It's negative 115, not 113. That gets you 0.719. What do I need to do with that decimal once I have it? Shift what?
Cos.
Shift cos. And what do I get? What do you get?
44.
44. Was everybody able to get 44 degrees? Now, just for fun, I can show you how to get that all into your calculator at one go if you want. You were able to do it at one go? Nice. To do that in one go, you're going to push shift or second, whatever your shift cos button is. Shift, cos, bracket, 7 squared minus 8 squared minus 10 squared, close brackets, divided by bracket, negative 2 times 8 times 10, close brackets, equals. And you will get 44. Unless you have a backwards calculator, then what do you got to do? All this first, then shift cos. Cool? Everybody is comfy cozy? It's just filling in the formula. If you don't really get it, you can always fall back on the formula. Okay? And we're going to do one more, then I'm shutting up. To quote Bugs Bunny, I'm shutting up, shutting up. Now, as always, I like to show you guys a real-life situation. This is a real-life situation. Because this is the type of people that use this in reality. I realized after I typed this out that this looks like a math number. It isn't. It's flight 344 that is 50 kilometers away. Okay? I realized after I typed it, I was like, screw it. Okay? So, there's a plane 50 kilometers east of the tower. Yes? Mm-hmm. So, we have a tower, and where's east when we represent it? Straight to the right, yeah? Fly out to the right. Here's flight 344. Everybody cool? How far away? 50. At the same time, there's another flight 25K from the tower. The angle between the two flights is 20. So here's flight 712. And the angle between them is 20. How far away is that? 25. So I want to know how far the planes are from each other so I don't have to worry about them crashing into each other. Gouda? Mm-hmm. Great. Do I have a pair?
No.
No. So is this sine law situation?
No.
No. So now we're in trouble. What's the one I need? I need this distance, right? Okay. So that's what I got to find. Since I got to find a side, who chooses what to name that side? You do. Can I call it A? Can I call it B? Can I call it C? Does it matter? Of course not. If I call that A, then what does this become?
Big A.
Big A. What does this become? Does it matter?
No.
Nope. Big B, big C. This becomes little b, little c. Now can you do it?
Yep.
What are we going to use? Cos law. A squared equals b squared plus c squared minus 2bc cos A. What's b squared? 50 squared plus 25 squared minus 2 times 25 times 50 times cos 20. And then what are you going to do at the end? No. This is a side. So we're going to, starts with an S, ends with a T, has square root in the middle of it. Square root. Yeah. No flies on you, Bronwyn. Now, can you do it all in one shot?
Yeah.
Same thing. You would just go square root button, bracket, then all this. Right?
Are we allowed to do that?
Of course you are. The reason I don't show it right away, Sam, is I don't want people believing their calculator over their brain. Because I'm so tired of hearing my calculator said so. My calculator told me that that leg was longer than the hypotenuse. No, you told your calculator the wrong information. Right? It's not your calculator's fault. Your calculator is not Siri. You deal with it. So that's why I write it all out. That is why the answer to do I need to show work is always yes. You might get it, but a lot of people don't. So show it all. You want to go really crazy, then you would have 2,500 plus 625 minus 2,500 cos 20. That's really showing me you know what you're doing. And then you would punch that into your calculator. What would you get for an answer? I don't know. I don't have my calculator. Let's check. 625 minus cos 20. Shift. Oh, not shift. Dummy head. Square root. And we get 28. Is everybody cool? Because we rounded up, right? Now, in reality, would we round that up?
No.
Does 200 meters make a difference when planes are flying around?
Yes.
Yeah, so I'd leave a few decimal places in there, wouldn't I?
Yes.
Math class. Is math class reality?
No.
No. So am I happy if you tell me 28?
Sure.
Sure. I am. Is everyone okay with this?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm very proud of my next question because I like the tower. It's very Halloween-y, isn't it? We're not quite right. I was hoping to be in a different spot. But we're almost at Halloween, so it almost works. What?
Yeah.
Oh, I was so happy to do my tower question. Why are you laughing at me, Beryl? I get very few victories in a day. Oh, you're making the tear. Yes, I know. It's all I can do to hold it back. If I was a better actor, actually, there's tears coming right now. I'm really working on it. I could probably be crying by the time I finish this sentence because I'm that good an actor. I'm working on it now, but now you're making me laugh because you're smiling. So now I'm screwed. Now I have to think of a happy thing that makes me so happy I cry, which I can do as well.
It's sitting right here.
Oh, Bronwyn! Stop it! Okay. I want to shut up, guys. I've had a really bad day with previous blocks of math, not you people. So I would like to shut up. I'm going to start you with these two questions. Mark's here to help. And then when we are at around 2:15, I'll give quizzes back. Okay, so that gives you 25 minutes. If you look on your outline, you will see that there is a worksheet for sine law and cosine law. I have combined them. I haven't given it to you, have I?
No.
No. I will give that to you right now. Okay? Okay.